Hello friends, welcome back to the King YouTube channel. In the dazzling world of business, where fame can sometimes open doors, Meghan may have expected an easy ride. But reality can be tough for the unprepared. She might not have understood that fame alone doesn't guarantee success, and that lacking a good plan can lead to public humiliation. Could her pride and overconfidence have kept her from seeing the challenges ahead? Meghan Markle stumbled on her business journey and made a big mistake. She faced embarrassment when it was found out that her brand name, American Riviera Orchard, was already being used by another company for anti-monarchy adult coloring books. Meghan's new business, launched in March, aimed to sell various home and pet products. A US-based seller created a Shopify page using the same brand name, selling coloring books about working-class royalty and financial planners. PR expert Jane Owen criticized Meghan's team for not having a solid brand strategy. She suggested they take legal action and use aggressive marketing to resolve the issue. The coloring bookseller's website, while denying any connection to Meghan, promotes an anti-monarchy stance, celebrating the working class and rejecting royal titles. This situation exposes Meghan's limited skills and grand illusions. Her failure to check and secure brand ownership before launching shows a lack of basic knowledge in intellectual property law and brand protection. This is a fundamental mistake that any knowledgeable business person would avoid. It highlights that Meghan and her team lack a comprehensive and thoughtful brand strategy. A savvy business person ensures that every aspect of their brand is protected and developed in a coordinated manner. To avoid embarrassing incidents like this, it's crucial to approach business with professionalism. Meghan might have relied too much on her public persona, forgetting that success in business requires a deep understanding and practical experience. This overconfidence led to poor decisions and careless actions, revealing a lack of knowledge and skill. Simply put, Meghan is not experienced enough to run a business effectively. It's almost laughable that she thought she was prepared for this venture. If she's wise, she will step back from this already failing project before it becomes even more humiliating. The brand name itself is problematic, awkward, and not memorable. Who approved it? It doesn't catch attention or sound appealing. This shows poor planning. While this situation is embarrassing for Meghan now, it could get much worse if the other company decides to sue her for copyright infringement. It's quite amusing. All Meghan has done is repackage 50 jars of Aldi jam and give them to some so-called influencers. Businesswoman of the Year? She must have hired amateurs to run her project. How naive of her not to foresee that someone would take advantage of her brand, just as she has with other projects. She doesn't even have staff to run the company. Reports say she can't find anyone willing to work for her. Her reputation puts people off. Did she copy this brand name? She's copied other things before, never having an original idea. It seems she's hit a snag with this company name. Taking a closer look at that website, it's clear it takes a jab at her. They criticize titles and mention that charitable deeds shouldn't involve a cameraman. They also call for an end to manufactured celebrities. It all seems aimed at Meghan and Harry. There's no team, no employees, no CEO, just Meghan. It's no wonder she messed up by not securing the stock or ordering a cease and desist. If the seller's website name is legal, that won't be possible. She should have hired an expert and taken advice, but she never does. A narcissist always thinks they know best. Her brand will never take off. It was just an excuse to make headlines on a day when the British royal family was in the news. She often pulls these stunts. This time she used props like jars of jam and some lemons. Meghan believes she knows how to handle every situation, and if she has any business partners at American Riviera Orchard, they can't do their jobs without following her strict demands. At this stage of her plan to leave the royal family and pursue financial independence, anyone working for Meghan might assume that any consequences of her decisions will fall on her. They haven't been given the freedom to do their jobs properly, assuming she hired competent people rather than those she thinks will advance her own goals. It's a comical result of her narcissism. She's created this situation for herself, and now it seems American Riviera Orchard will fade away. With only 50 jars of jam as products, the losses from this failed company will be minimal. Her next impractical idea appears to be a cooking show featuring her unnatural and contrived presentations about making dishes at home for her family. Netflix will likely drop it after a few episodes. It seems she hasn't grasped that criticizing the royal family has drastically diminished her popularity. This woman just can't seem to get anything right. She's made a mess of everything, and I must say it's quite fitting for her. What goes around comes around, they call it karma. The day Meghan launched her Instagram page for American Riviera Orchard ARO, I decided to check it out. When I searched for the brand name, I noticed another page created on the same day, March 14th. This other page, also named American Riviera Orchard ARO, had very similar blurry and pale colors. Their header featured a big arrow pointing down, along with mentions of Meghan in Montecito, California, and they used a royal crown as their logo. While Meghan's Instagram page lacked substance with just 9 dull images featuring her logo, this other page quickly posted beautiful photos with vibrant colors and opened their shop. She always struggles with that fixed, awkward smile. Her glazed-over eyes show she has no time for anyone she deems beneath her, willing to sell anything regardless of the consequences. Will this debacle give her a convenient excuse to abandon her wonderful business? She could play the victim, blaming someone else for tarnishing its name, thus unable to continue as planned. Quite convenient, isn't it? She's not known for sticking to anything, and this project would require effort from her to succeed. The timing of its announcement, seemingly to divert attention from an award William was presenting, raises eyebrows. Online rumors abound, though accuracy is questionable in the realm of social media. The most credible reports suggest she will shut down this venture. I wonder if she'll time the announcement with Trooping the Color or perhaps Garter Day. I wouldn't mind if she came up with something else on one or both of those days. Meghan and Harry's endeavors seem like a joke. Their silence following the rent-a-royal trip to Nigeria is quite obvious. They appear poised to take action as soon as our beloved Princess Catherine makes her comeback. What makes Meghan think she has a brand? She's an ex-cable TV actress with 2 failed marriages behind her and a family she's distanced herself from now that they're of no use to her. There's one aspect she hasn't exploited: she never had any real intentions with it in the first place. Like her stint as a royal, she hit the ground running only to stop in Canada and then California. That's probably why she had nothing substantial to sell. She lacks a CEO and likely has no staff either. And then there's that cheeky picture of a tube of Elizabeth Arden cream and a royal something or other that's hard to make out. Meghan seems immune to embarrassment. It's not in her nature. If she acknowledges any issue, she'll likely point fingers at others and never truly take responsibility. Controversy and inappropriate wardrobe choices seem to follow her wherever she goes. Her staff should have anticipated these issues before announcing the brand name, but they overlooked that an existing product already bore the same name before hers. Meghan is known for trademarking everything, even attempting to trademark her first name, so it's hard to believe this slipped past her radar. There's no sympathy left for her, especially after her actions towards our late Queen and Prince Philip. She's reaping what she sowed. The primary reason for her failure seems to be her lack of attention to basic details, which she often delegates to others. What a shocking display of business incompetence. Disaster now seems synonymous with Sussex Plus. Since Harry and Meghan arrived in the USA, they've been celebrated, given public speaking engagements, landed multi-million-dollar contracts, secured book deals, appeared in numerous TV interviews, and even received awards, all based on their titles without much talent, experience, or skills to show for it. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on these issues. Please share your opinions in the comments below. Stay cheerful and happy, and don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribe to the King YouTube channel. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.